Database accessed. Establishing uplink.
Michelle Daniels, 4th generation Army, who followed in the footsteps of her older brother, her father, her grandfather, and her great-grandfather, who records say fought for the South during the Civil War. Her mother died during childbirth, and with no mother figure in the household, she found herself naturally doing what the men in her family did. She excelled too. She was good at hunting, fishing, and shooting. Some say you would have thought something was wrong with her for how she reacted while taking animal life, whether small or large. She brought that competitive edge to keep up with the boys with her when she enlisted in the Army for herself. It's a shame she didn't know how to ease her foot off the pedal though, because it got her into trouble a little bit, as she got at least admonished for her hazing of new recruits. Luckily for her, she was able to complete her first tour without a dishonorable discharge. But she didn't stay beyond that. Maybe the rules of boundaries was a bit too much for her. So she took into business with her dad at his tackle shop, acting as a fishing guide at the Potomac River. She did this full time for about a year until her thirst for excitement made her sign up for the National Guard. She was able to juggle these two occupations until the dollar flu hit. And when the government responded by green-lighting the National Guard in D.C., she ended up becoming part of the Joint Task Force. But when the True Sons, under the leadership and ideology of Antoine Ridgway, made their rounds, Daniels seemed like it was a more logical transition for her to go there instead. Her lack of remorse for loss of life and her willingness to do whatever necessary to get the job done was more than a fit for the True Sons. Such a good fit that General Anderson gave her free rein to use her judgment on when to exert pressure, whether by the use of extreme interrogation tactics to find out info on a hunter that was recently spotted on DC, or through public executions of civilians to spread fear throughout downtown West during her op with Captain Lewis. She was a smart one, untrusting of most. Perhaps rightfully so had her doubts about Schaeffer and the ties of the Black Tusk. She was also loyal, as she showed to Linette Edwards by providing her men during Dusk's meetup with Schaeffer, and even more so for wanting revenge for losing Edwards and her men at the hands of the division. Her craving was curbed by General Anderson though, as he didn't allow her to pursue immediate vengeance. She'd eventually have her chance for revenge though, when you guys tracked her down to the bank headquarters after getting a lead from Browning. She met you with the same aggressiveness that let her keep up with the men of her family, with the same ruthlessness that got her reprimanded in the military, but in the end, you guys would prove too much. I'm not for hitting ladies, but it seems she stopped being one a long time ago. I'm kind of glad you didn't take it easy on her. Besides, I have a feeling her dad would have been upset if you went soft on her for being a girl. End transmission.